Alright, well, everyone, we have made it. The final run is here. Toy Story 3, the video game, story any percent by Stevetvonline. Steve, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Once again, my name is Steve TV Online. I am here to finish off the marathon. I am here playing Toy Story 3, the video game story, any percent, and I'm actually going to be playing it on the console. I am joined for commentary with Exotic Sponge.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Exotic Sponge here. Go be commentating for Steve.
So one thing, you're not going to hear audio right away. I will start it up the second that it goes on. Don't worry about that. That's on purpose. Since I'm playing on the Xbox, you would think, well, are all the tricks available? Yes, all the tricks are available. Any trick that's available on the PC is also able to be done on this game. Um, so Sponge is actually the world record holder. I'm in second place for this game. So we'll be able to explain a little bit of the tricks that are going on. So I will start the game up. The timing won't start until after I am when Bullseye takes off. So I will let you know. So I will hit the button. I will unmute, and then I will let you know when the timing starts. And now.
Faster, Bullseye! We gotta save the train and those orphans!
Alright, so this is Toy Story 3. Sponge, explain a little bit about the game itself.
Yeah. So Toy Story 3 is pretty much based on the movie Toy Story 3, the movie where Eddie will go into college and he had to rescue the toys before we get destroyed from the trash, and then after that you get sent to the last owner where you play this interesting game which you'll see at the end, a very interesting boss fight. So pretty much here at the first, we're pretty much doing this little game here, Train Rescue, where you have to defeat the evil Dr. Porkchop. So here, right with Bullseye, try and get to the train before it's too late.
Yeah, and actually, Bullseye, even if I took my hand off this, Bullseye will be able to move back and forth by himself. But what I like to do is I actually like to push forward a little bit and move left and right when I need to, because it's a little bit easier to control Bullseye that way. Otherwise, it's just he doesn't move over fast enough.
Yeah, true. So it's pretty much an auto scroll section. The goal here is just not to fall off and make sure you jump for the gap so you won't die.
Alright, and we're done with that section, and we're continuing on with the same section, but this is where we're actually going to be doing our fastest movement of the game, which is actually the dashing. That you're going to be seeing me do. You're going to be seeing me do it a lot throughout this game, because it's the fastest way to get to any place, besides uphills.
Yeah, so the biggest challenge is to not run into any walls, because if you run into a wall, you will bonk and you will lose quite a bit of time. So when you're dashing, you have to be kind of careful how Woody is angled, so you won't bonk by mistake.
So you've seen me throwing these balls in the game. This is actually the only level that we will be using the balls inside of the entirety of the game. Perfect. So we're going to go up here. We're going to be dashing just on one side of it. Well, I guess I'm going to the other side. This is all RNG as to where everything is put. So unfortunately, they decided to put me on the right-hand side, even though I was all the way down the left.
Yeah, so it's pretty much to dodge those things before he hits you and you bonk again. So right here we have some cows. We have to kind of throw into the catapult to activate the. Actually, no, that's 100%. My bad. But there at catapult, then we reach the first boss, which is the Dr. Porkchop.
He's gonna shoot me again. That's fine.
It's fine. You may have noticed Steven passing these orphanage, which is tied up on the train, and that's only for hundo, so we're not going to worry about them at the moment or at all in this one. So our goal is just to defeat the Porkchop.
Alright, and you're gonna see me dashing, doing very small dashes on this section here. As long as you're moving forward, it's impossible.
And the goal is simple, is just to pretty much throw a ball at his nuke, which will completely destroy Dr. Porkchop. But if you go too close to him, he will instantly kill you, so you have to be kind of careful not to get too close.
actually going to, on the final jump that's up here, I'm going to jump once and maybe hit him. Nope, I missed him. That's fine. I'm going to get killed here. Yep, okay. I was hoping.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to try it one more time to see if we can hit him this time. There we go.
There we go. First level completed.
Alright. And with that, we're going to go on to the next level there. And that is Andy's house. And this actually kind of takes place next in the story.
So here we will normally have to do this tutorial thing when you learn how to wall jump and do all that stuff. But instead, we're going to be using a completely different strategy. And you can see Steve doing, he's doing infinite wall jumping, which you'll see a lot more later. And that pretty much allows you to pretty much completely skip the entire level.
Oops.
Like it
That was weird.
didn't exist.
There we go.
There you go. And then we issue the house phone, and then we send to the basement.
Yeah, so the infinite wall jump is just what we'd be doing is we're jumping up to the wall, we're doing the jump off the wall, pausing the screen, unpausing it, moving your hand towards the wall, doing the wall jump again, and doing that as many times as you want. And like Sponge said, we are going to be, oops, I don't know why I decided to do that. Where am I? Okay, there we go. We're going to be doing that a lot later on.
And so in this room, the basement, the goal is to simply get these green soldiers and get them to the telephone by parachute. And I have no idea how these guys got tied up all over the place, but they are. And we can't just infinitely wall jump onto the phone, and that is because for some reason only the green guys can touch the phone. So there you go.
Like we can jump up to it, but it just won't let us actually pick up the phone.
Yeah, you can like go on it, like even slam into it, but it just won't activate. So I have to rescue these three guys, which somehow got tied up.
Yes!
Alright. So number 2, we have 2 more of the guys.
Yep.
Now, there is a faster way to do it on the PC. I've tried it on the Xbox, but on the PC, it's faster to actually go reverse order of this. But for some reason, unless it's just my game, but for some reason, if you get over to a certain area, cutscene activates every time that you do it.
Yeah, I believe I had to jump further, I believe, to actually not activate the cutscene. It's something specific like that. I tried doing it a few times, but it ended up not being too worth it unless you're like really, really good at the game. And there's the last soldier.
Yep. And there we go.
And there you go.
Right. The one thing that, well, I'll explain it in the middle of going over here, but one thing that we did in the middle of before the game even started is I went into the first level of the game. I got 2 items, 2 collectibles from that level. Exited out, went to the toy box, which is a whole other part of this game. I skipped the first cutscene, or exited out when I went into the toy box when I could, and then I started playing the game normally. Because what would normally happen is, once you get out of a level, the game automatically forces you to go to the toy box and play that. So if you do all of that, it allows for you to then just mash the button and go to the next level instead.
Yeah, so it's more convenient just to start the level at Train Rescue, and it kind of skip doing Woody's Roundup, because that's like another game mode in this game, which we call Toy Box mode, which we don't do at all in this run. So
there is a category for Toy Box.
There is. Yeah. It's very random though, so expect a lot of fails. So here, this is Buzz Lightyear the video game, which is actually from Toy Story 2, but we decided to put in Toy Story 3 for whatever reason. And it's pretty much the longest of the entire game by like almost half, nearly half the game. So at the start here, this is like all scroll similar to Bullseye, where you had to like get to the end without getting hit too many times and showing all the meteors. And if you're curious about version differences, the game is released on like 3 different versions: the DS, the PSP, Wii 360, and PS3. I think I listed it all. The most common version of the game is actually the PC, which is more of a beta style version of the game. It's poised like the Wii, except it's like for some reason the Wii and PC is all beta like. And the Xbox 360 is more complete with better graphics and a completely revamped toy box mode. And I have no idea why we released a game like that, but there you go. Another difference about PC is you get to skip all the cutscenes, well, the majority of them, unlike here. So yeah.
Almost there.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, we're approaching the end. So this is part 2 where Buzz had to dodge this whole meteor shower, which is raining down from the sky.
And the meteors will always fall in the same spot, so as long as you go in the same place every single time, you will know you will not go through. So right there I dash, and I'm gonna dash one more time and one more time. That will get me over here a little bit faster. You don't want to dash here, otherwise you will fall and it's not worth it.
Okay. I think I'm through the worst of it.
Oh, they're picking up a blip. Bunch.
Oh yeah, the big blimp, the big one.
Oh!
And it destroys everything
Besides
except for Bugs. Don't ask how he survived that. He's probably much stronger than we all think. So this is the next part, part whatever this is, and pretty much the whole planet is destroyed almost, and you have to like kind of navigate this whole new like dimension of floating blocks and platforms.
All right, so I'm gonna slam down here. So yeah, some of these special, blocks are a little bit special because they have that float or that green light on it. 1 second, let me focus on this, see if I can get it. Got it. Cool.
There you go, that's so cool. Before you did, he just canceled the animation, the pushing back animation.
Yeah, it allowed for me to get onto the thing a little bit sooner because otherwise I would fall way back. You have to dash at like a specific frame, I think it is, in order to get that to work. And you have to stand in a specific spot. I'm getting pretty consistent at that trick too. Cool, got it. So right now what I'm doing is I have to destroy certain, so each one of these will explode and they will allow for me to go to the next section. However, we're gonna skip over one of them and actually go over here to a very interesting thing that's about to happen here. Alright, got it.
So what Steve just did there, he activated the cutscene earlier, so instead of walking all the way down there and destroying the 2 crystals, you can actually just walk to the to that platform and just walk right into to this trigger, which brings you to this battle a little bit early.
Come on, don't hit me. We're good.
And there you go. Pounding down those rocks allows the guys to be stronger, so you can actually make it to the next area.
Yeah, sometimes I like to just hit you for no reason whatsoever, and since
Yeah.
I was fast enough, I'm actually on... there's a specific cycle that I like to take on this, and if I'm off, then it's just more improv for me, because I just don't know where the rocks are going to be.
Yeah. And it's even more challenging in 100%, because I know where like all the patterns are, and if you get the wrong pattern, it can kind of screw you a little bit.
Perfect. Okay, we're good. So, fun thing about this, we're going to be doing a longer infinite wall jump section coming up here. And I was playing the game one time, I was struggling with this... Oh, I don't die there often. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, the death barrier does go up quite a bit there. So what Steve's, instead of doing that battle there, we're going to be skipping all of that by doing this little out of bounds trick. And that allows you to like skip all of that and go to another area to the visible wall, which you're about to see.
If it will allow me. There
Yeah.
we go. Jeez, okay.
There you go.
So, So I struggled with this for a long time, and then somebody by the name of Exotic Sponge decided to come into my chat one time and say, "Why don't you just hold forward here? It makes it a little bit easier." I'm like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, if you just hold forward, then it should be easier for you to climb up this wall every time." And I'm like, I highly doubt that. And I started holding forward, and it is most definitely a lot easier to climb up that wall if you hold forward.
Yeah. That's a hard wall to climb because it's all hidden, so it's kind of a curvy wall. So, but holding forward kind of fixes that issue there, and that makes it one of the easier wall jumps actually because of that. So now we're here in the fortress, Zerg's fortress, and the goal here is to simply get to Zerg in this sea of caverns, caves, and all that good stuff. And the biggest challenge here is not bonking, because as you saw there, bonking is not good. So had to time those dashes correctly, so you kind of like not running to the walls too much. And it's hard said and done because there's so many camera angles, curves, and all that. So,
Excuse me.
oops. And sometimes you actually get comboed there if you run into those lasers, like instantly die just like that. So see those? So this is one of the drill sections to kind of discover your way onto the drill thingy. And if you touch those laser things or even in that area, it instantly explodes bugs. So you have to be kind of careful not to go near those things, or it will be a very sad day.
I've already messed up enough. I'm trying not to die on those.
Yeah. There's another Zerg's traps, the Smasher. Probably remember that from the movie. So there, Steve just almost dead. If you stand there, you can pretty much skip that animation.
Whoops.
Yep,
That was
yeah.
weird.
And there's the colorful platform section where you have to kind of hit the colors at the right spot to get over the gap. Now, another great part about Zerg's Fortress, it has like a hard mode of it, so you might remember this part, but except it's like a harder version, so all the smashes are faster and there's more crystals to destroy.
Require precise timing.
There you go. That's a pretty finicky trick to get there. So instead of destroying one crystals here, you have to destroy 2 crystals and just dodge all the projectiles.
Did I get it? No.
Oh, yeah. It's easy to start from the farther one first, just so there's like less projectiles actually near you, and then go to the closer one.
There we go.
Yeah. There you go.
Alright, that's fine.
Yeah, this is alright. That's definitely one of the harder strategies to get.
Okay, we'll take that.
Yep, there goes with shield.
Oops. Alright, so once again, it's just going through all of these again, but now they've added on multiple lasers instead of just one.
Yeah, more lasers, more fun, more Zerg-like.
Ow, ow. Ooh, I didn't
Oh.
get in the cycle. We're good, we're good, we're
There you
good.
go.
We didn't get into the,
Yeah.
the death cycle.
Missed the death cycle there. So you can see this is another drill platform section. You can also skip this one as well, but it's much more riskier because you have to do that the angle to the left thingy, and it's pretty tight. Because like I said before, if you touch any of those electricity on the drill thingies, it actually explodes bugs. You just go kaboom, kaboom. Not like that, but similar to that.
Alright. Another... Why is he doing that? I'm not even holding the button. He's throwing me off every time he does that. I'll wait for this. I always get hit by that. Okay, we're good now. Okay, now we have another one of these, but instead of doing the same thing, they decided to make it a little different by adding on barriers.
Yep, probably watch out for the barriers. Very hard to dodge, as you can see. And now we have another even harder color platform segment here, knowing the colors. And this is actually harder than it looks because it can easily trick you up by figure out like which color to go for. I certainly had problems with that when I first started to run this game.
Oh, hi. So this is completely random. I never know where the enemies are going to spawn, so it's kind of like improv fighting with these enemies, because depending, it also is either a long cycle or a short cycle, depending on, I still don't know what it depends on there, to be completely honest, but that was actually really good.
I think it depends on the timer. So how long it takes you to destroy the robots, as well as how fast you destroy the robot before a cycle goes. That
Oh,
probably
okay.
that probably made no sense, but I think that's how it works. So here we have the Zug boss, which is the final boss of this whole entire place, who you're trying to find to destroy. So Steve, you're gonna be trying to go for this quick Zug death, and now what this does is makes it so instead of Zug losing 1 hit point, he'll lose 2 or even possibly 3 on a really good cycle. Because see, Zug got a second hit.
Nope.
Nope, he didn't get it.
Of course.
Oh my god.
Every time in a marathon, I will never get that.
He got 2 hits.
I got it in practice.
That's cool. It's definitely hard to do because I'd be in the exact right spot, or the laser will just miss. This should be the final hit though.
Yep. There you go.
Boom. Zug defeated it.
Your evil plot ends here.
Alright, so I'm gonna match, and then we're gonna go into Sunnyside Daycare, and this is where a little bit of the PC is faster for specific reasons that I will explain in just a second. Okay, so originally this game came out in what, 2010? 2011?
2010.
2010. This game came out in 2010. And the thing is about this game is when it first came out, this dialogue box right here was not here, because if you put the game in French, the dialogue box, they never recorded the dialogue box for French for this dialogue box, so it skipped out automatically. Well, in 2018, that's right, 2018, they decided to put a patch out to make it so they had the dialogue box for this dialogue. So the PC was not able to do the skip anymore. So on the PC, they just decided to completely get rid of all of the dialogue in general. So now it skips all the dialogue in the entire game.
Step on up. Ride the horse and see if
However, that's not possible on 360 because they already encoded or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a more complete game, so I guess it's expected. So here we have Bullseye again. The goal here is to pop all the balloons. All, how many are there again? 20?
I will see.
Yeah.
40.
40, yeah. So so how to pop out this is control Bullseye, because he does move fast. You have to kind of be careful not to fall down and make sure you actually hit all the balloons, because you don't want to miss any of them. Yeah, like that.
I didn't jump far enough, or I didn't jump on the right spot. Please, Bullseye.
Oh, Bullseye. There you go. Yeah, he's definitely a tough horse to control.
Because we're not moving slow at this part, we're actually dashing the entire time. And supposed to get tricks, but that was just like miserable.
Yeah.
I just did so bad there.
So then we have Twitch here with the Teeny Racer Challenge, where you control this RC car, and in my opinion, the RC car is even worse than the Bullseye.
See, I do a little bit better on Teeny Car now than I do Bullseye.
I will say though, Teeny car is a little bit easier to get used to, quicker than Bullseye, just because you have to worry about jumping, but you do have to worry about going on rims though, and you need quite a lot of speed to do that without like overshooting it.
Please, there you go. All right. Now we're gonna go up here. I know there's there's different ways that you can do this. It all depends on how you like to do it, and this is the order that I like to do.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna go straight up this way.
And that's the part where you need that speed for, or you will not make that jump.
Oh, I did get it. I was not expecting to get that.
And even that ramp right there can, if not going fast enough, you're not gonna make up that ramp. So I have to make sure you really know how to use that car. So now with Jesse, and we're gonna be doing the defend the line type of challenge here with a lot of green aliens, which we'll be rescuing later, which is kind of ironic, but
Yeah, so normally in this, in order to pass, you have to get 50. You have to stop 50 of the aliens. However, if you get 47 of them, he still says that you passed the round and you can continue on to finish up the level.
which is good for us because you don't want to spend extra time here destroying an extra 5 or 10 aliens.
Yeah. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to I'll wait a little bit until we get to the next wave of enemies. I'm actually gonna allow some of the aliens to go forward so I can finish up the round a little bit faster. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let that one on the left go for. Well, yeah, I'll let the one on the. Oh, never mind. I guess I'm not.
Oh, there you go.
So I'll let the one on the left go forward. That way, we can get to the final area a little bit faster. Then I should be good if I let that one go. Make sure. Hit that. Hit that. Hit him. Oh!
Oh, there you go. Sometimes when you hit them with the ball, it just reflects off of them for some reason.
There we go. So I got it that time. That was actually really solid. That's
Yeah,
exactly what you want.
That was pretty cool. That was one of the best I've seen.
And now we're gonna go over here. We're gonna talk to Lotso, and that will be the end of this level.
Yep, that's it for Sunnyside. And after that, we're gonna be sneaking out to Bonnie's house.
All right. I'm
This
gonna
is
be
one-
focusing a little bit. Yeah.
So this is one of the harder levels of the game. Pretty much had to escape this place. You can see here the coffee is rising. So instead of doing this level normally, like we would normally do in a normal casual playthrough, we're gonna be completely bringing this game or this level with infinite wall jumping. So this is when infinite wall jumping becomes really important to get used to. It's kind of like a rhythm. So here, Steve is going to go into that white pillar and try to infinite wall jump up to like the middle of the level there.
He doesn't like to do it. The first
Yeah.
try, every single time, he will never do that for me.
Yeah.
So I have about 30 plus, maybe 40 plus hours of practice in this level alone. Just this level.
Yeah, that's crazy. And it's like a huge spike of hardness compared to like the other parts of the game. Because as you saw there, if you touch the coffee, even 1 foot into it, you pretty much have to do this all over again. Luckily, there is a checkpoint further up this track.
Here we go.
There you go.
Like I said,
There we go.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
there we go. We're good. We're good. We're good.
There you go. Nice save there.
I knew that I could. I knew I could get it after that.
So
So
what?
this is the easy part of the trick, by the way.
There you go. Well, you can make his way up to the book there. And onto the shelf above. This is a much later part of the level, which we're not supposed to be at yet. So that's why the camera is kind of weird here. But however, the camera does make it a little easier to do infinite wall jumps, so it actually does work with us this time, which is actually pretty rare. And then we reach the hamster cage section. This is the hardest part of the trick right here.
And this is actually the only part of the game where you can actually soft lock. But it's not like if you soft lock, then you can't continue on. We would just have to reset the level.
Yeah, you can just quit the level. And sometimes, and how you get soft lock is sometimes you do get stuck on the hamster cage. So you either go through it or you just stay there forever in this duck motion. And that pretty much requires you to exit the course and try again. Which is like the worst case scenario.
Yes. Whew, I saved it.
Go.
Let's go.
Nice save. I mean, onto the rocket. That part is really hard because the camera is so far away, so I kind of have to know exactly where to wall jump off that invisible basket wall.
Even though I died on that first section and I messed that up, that still saves a good almost like 2 or 3 minutes, maybe more of this.
Definitely. I know I see something more epic. This saves even more time. This trick that we're going to do right now, this is called rocket skip, and allows you to pretty much skip having to place all the batteries within their sockets. You only have to place one big battery, and you can pretty much not worry about the other 5. So here we gonna be set up rocket escape here to lower the death barrier below this rocket. We have to land this rail, and that will lower the death barrier. But however, to get off this rail, we do have to actually die. So you go take an additional death here, so you can spawn back into the rocket, and now the death barrier is lowered, which allows you to go to the lower levels of this rocket. This trick saves like at least 5 minutes. It's kind of ridiculous.
Okay. Oh, slow down. That's fine.
Yep. So he's going up the slope, up a slope right now, and you're going to be going to the lower level. And if we then do the rail stuff at the start, he will die as soon as you go here. But because of the lower death barrier, you can pretty much just fall right to the final room.
Cool.
And then you can grab the only battery that this rocket needs to be powered.
Oh, I guess I'm throwing it over.
Oh, yep.
What do you?
Normally it's
Throw
faster
these?
to ground pound the battery, so you have to do the holding animation and all that. But sometimes the battery does get stuck like that, so you do have to carry it anyways.
Alright, go over here. We're gonna throw the battery in. Oops. Okay. Thanks, buddy. And there we go.
And just like that, we escaped Rocket. Sorry, we skipped Bonnie's magical world or whatever that was. So here, we went back to Sunnyside to rescue some friends here. And of course, the whole place was on lockdown during the nighttime, so we had to rescue everyone. Except for Jesse. We'd be rescuing Jesse in a very different, unexpected way.
Perfect.
So we hit the switch to turn off the lights, so we can actually get to the dinosaur here, Rex. And then you're going to see someone else pop up.
Oh, whoa! Nice snipe, Light.
Yeah.
Wow, that
Was
was
that-
good.
Was that Bugs?
No, that was not Buzz. It was those cars that are there, those cop cars that are just sitting there.
Yeah, Bugs in this level is kind of random. He kind of shines his light anywhere, so if you're unlucky and you're within his field of vision, you pretty much get caught just like that, at completely random. So that's like the hardest part of this level.
So that trick that I just did right there, where I did that jump up and then slid in and did the dive over there, that's actually only a Xbox exclusive trick. Because on the PC version, there is a wall there that is not able to be passed. Go fast. Oh, I dodged it.
Yeah, that movement right there is so cool. And there is it, the evil Dr. Porkchop again, which is now
Ham.
just how you know anymore. We come from blowing him up to rescuing him. And guess what we're doing again? We're gonna be rescuing him again. Don't worry. So this is the trash stage, trash thrash, and this is where we escaped Sunnyside, but we end up being thrown away. So we had to kind of rescue a lot of toys here, starting with the aliens.
We will be cut into many pieces.
Yeah, so the thing about these aliens is, they like to have a mind of their own. I like to try and keep them all together, that way it's a little bit easier for me to carry them around. But they will do stuff like that, where they will walk literally towards the chopper that we're trying to save them from.
Yeah. And it's even
Or
worse.
walk away from me, like this one is doing way over here.
And what's even worse is when they get on top of the crates or get blocked by the crates. Because instead of lift up the alien, sometimes you just lift up the crate, which is very annoying.
We will be diced.
You can see all the toys on the upper deck there. Just Woody up there, just swinging his arms, slamming the floor, trying to I guess do something. And once the door open, you can just throw them down to safety.
Whew, that was close.
Yep, there you go.
Alright.
We have
Yeah.
finished lead.
That was pretty good.
So we're not done yet. We're not
oh
done
yeah.
yet.
They somehow made the machine go even faster. And
now it's
spawned a
just
lot of
us?
crates.
So all I do is I go to the front and I just double jump.
Yeah.
But after this, there's going to be a lot that's going to be happening. We're going to try and explain everything that's happening as it's going on, but yeah, there's a lot of tricks that are going to be happening.
Yeah. Yeah, so instead of after this part, instead of working together to rescue the toys, which is trapped in trash again, what we've been doing, we're going to be kind of doing some outbound stuff and some crazy exploits in order to like kind of skip doing all the working together stuff. So we go
First
start.
thing, go ahead.
Alright, so first we're gonna be Jesse to disable the flame jets.
Then we're going to be going up a level, which isn't this Buzz's or something like that? This
Yeah,
is
Bugs is catwalk. We temporarily go be going up there to disable the flame jets. We go back to Jesse area to skip the electricity thingy, and then we go be disabling the flame jets, and then we go move on to Woody's part.
Yep. So, yeah, we're gonna be on Woody's section, but since we skipped a little bit of an area, we actually have to do a little bit of a trick to, because normally we would hit the electricity there, but we don't really need to worry about it. Instead, we're gonna be doing a jump up this way, and getting up here, hitting the button, and now we've turned off the electricity.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna go over here, and hopefully Woody listens to me. There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then we go into one of my favorite tricks in the entire game. Just go around out of bounds over here. Then we're gonna. Oh no, Woody, please, no, no!
Oh yeah. You get infinite wall jump up the left there. So what's happening here is we pretty much get into bug section again in order to disable the crushers. So that's why we need to go to that area there.
This portion hates me.
Yeah.
Despises me.
And it makes it harder that this actually great blocking your line of sight too.
There it is. Cool. Got it.
There you go.
We'll take that. That was a little bit faster than I normally do it on a
Yeah.
marathon.
So there we go be disabling the crushers.
And this section isn't even Woody's section either, is it?
No, it's bugs again.
Yeah.
Yeah, bugs do all the work here, except he's not doing anything.
Yeah. So this next trick is actually my favorite in the entire game. Because who doesn't love a little bit of art?
You can see some beautiful art here.
There's our crusher. Oh, look! Let's make some art here.
Yep, beautiful. You can see Woody's arms
Oh,
right here.
I don't like what that looks like. Let's erase it. There
Yeah.
we go. So what this is actually doing is it's kind of required because it actually pushes us forward inside of the level. So now everybody is a little bit farther than where they would normally be at this section. Without that, we would not be able to. Well, we would be able to continue. It would just take a long time.
Yeah, it would not been worth it. So here, this is the final segment. Here could be actually destroying the actual shredder coming up. So and for this part, we actually do need all three toys working together for this. So, but don't worry, you're gonna be seeing a lot of skips here as well.
Alright.
So Woody just enable the that platform for bugs.
Ah. Then we're gonna climb up here, hit this button, which activates the stuff for Woody. Then we're gonna go down here. We're gonna grab this and walk all the way over this way. Stand right here, and that's all we're doing for Buzz. Well, technically, we have one more thing that we have to do with them, but other than that,
Yeah.
please. Oh, he grabbed on. What do you know? So Woody's favorite thing to do there is just not grab onto anything.
Yeah. He doesn't like grabbing those things for some reason.
Alright, we're gonna do that, then we're gonna throw that in, and that is the end of Junkyard. That was actually a pretty good Junkyard.
I would say it was pretty good. We rescued the toys there, and I would say that was pretty good timing there.
Hey, thanks for all your help. I am proud to
Perfect.
And
So
that's
now
it.
we're going on to the final level of the game. Yes, the final level of the game.
Which way out? WITCH, which way out? You'll see why in a little bit.
Why is that way up there? Holy crap.
Yeah, that's a pretty rare one. The muffins kind of spawn randomly here, and the goal is to just destroy all of them to complete this first phase. And yeah, those are like evil muffins. We're in some kid's imagination, so that's why all this is happening.
Nasty breakfast creations.
And of course, you may have noticed throughout this whole game, the characters do change their roles and their physics a little bit, their movement and whatever, and that's all normal. Like in this case, Bugs had this, I think the Zerg pistol, whatever it's called, to destroy all the muffins here. And in the earlier levels, he had the balls to throw at the aliens. And worthy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's first phase. The second phase, we're gonna be dealing with a lot of small witches. Hence the name of this level.
Yeah, and in order to go into the phase after this, I have to destroy all the witches that are there. But the thing is sure they fly in the same motion, but their hitbox is just, I swear, change every single time I play it.
Sometimes when you hit them, they do animation, but they don't get destroyed. Sometimes they just go through it. Sometimes I get that those witches are really hard to take care of. Just have to be like a sharpshooter and just play.
Like, I know where they're going to be this next time, but yeah.
Yeah, they generally follow the similar pattern. I think that's one more left. And sometimes the witches do become invisible sometimes after getting hit, but in that case it didn't happen. And that was a pretty good first cycle. Now we're on to the...
to fill up on ammo. Now, this may look like ammo to you, but it may look a little bit strange. It may look familiar. I can't really think of what that might look like. So now we have a cow wall. Those are cows that we're picking up.
An interesting imagination for sure.
Did I get it?
You did. So what Steve's trying to do there, if you aim at the right spot, you can just one cycle her, so you don't have to wait for her to fly around to hit her again. And you can see Steve did it like halfway.
Now I'm going over here. I actually remember the right direction to go.
And the
now
cow
I'm going after the witches again.
And the cow ammo also helps you shoot from the to this laser. And
I
it's
got out right there because there was actually a bubble coming after me, and those bubbles are like pretty dangerous. Like they drop your health like crazy. So I wanted to make sure that I was fine with health.
Yeah, it's even worse than the cow cannon.
So I got out again. Good. Did I get her? Oh, good.
There
wow,
you
that
go.
was fast.
I almost thought she disappeared and respawned again, but no, we got her. So this is the fifth phase. This is where we're gonna be doing the big witch again. Same deal. We're gonna try to get her one hit before she flies away.
I got it.
Just like that.
Whoa, what was that?
You got hit. I think once you exit the when the muffins attacked, once you exit the cannon, something like that.
Oh, I was like sliding on the ground. Okay, so now I could attack the witch if I wanted to go fast. But I'm going to take it a little bit safer here. So I'm going to attack all the small witches until she starts taking health, I believe. But I just make sure I get rid of all the witches. Just to be safe.
I'm gonna be getting ready on time.
Oh, yeah. The final hit will be when her health depletes completely. Is she gone? Okay, she's good.
Yeah.
Whoa, hi guys.
So yeah, like Steve said, it's not necessary to destroy all the small witches. We just want to clear a good path so we can actually hit the big witch. Because once you destroy the big witch, the level's over. So let's see here.
Okay, time is coming up. Time.
Alright, that's time.
Woo!
GG's.
Alright. That was almost my goal. That was almost my best.
What was your time?
Well, I'm talking about that final split.
Ah.
Wow, Bonnie.
All right. Well, that was Toy Story 3, the video game story any %. if you enjoy this game, we have a Discord for it. We're always happy to have more people. You can contact anybody in there, and they'll let you. They'll help you out. There's also the a if you there's also other games like all the other games, Toy Story, Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear, Star Command, all are on there. I think Toy Story Racing, maybe, I don't know, but those
Yeah.
are all on Discord as well too. And if you're interested in playing any of those games, you can also go on there too. Um, I'm Steve TV Online. I play this in over 40 different speedruns. Right now, I'm learning a new speedrun every single month this year, as well as playing through every Assassin's Creed in order, 100% with DLC. Where can they find? You can find me on twitch.tv/SteveTVOnline, as well as on YouTube, Steve TV Online, and any socials. Where can they find? Do you have anything to say, Echo, or not Echo?
Yeah.
Sponge.
Exotic, yeah. You can find me on Twitch on Exotic Sponge. I'm currently running Truth or Square PSP, which is a downgrade of the console version. So running that, also running a small flash game called Battle Ready for Ben 10. So you can find those on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter as well. Exotic Sponge for all three of them. And thanks for having us on.